Alright, hey guys, this Theo from Crypto99, and from today I will start making a trading series, and first I will start explaining how Elliot Wave works and how to use it together with different kind of fib levels, both fib extension and fib retracements. So the Elliot Wave principle is based on a theory that the market moves in a chaotic manner. So with Elliot Wave we are trying to organize the chaos, and we do that by separating them into what we call waves, and the move in 5 and correct in 3. And further, it's also important to recognize the market trend, if we are going in a downtrend or in an uptrend. So in a downtrend, it's basically the same, just opposite. We go down in 5 waves, and we stop and correct in ABC upwards. And a correct Elliot wave count must observe 3 rules. And so wave 2 never retraces more than 100% of wave 1. So it means that it has to stay internal. And wave 3 cannot be the shortest, and is often the longest of the 3 waves. And wave 4 does not overlap with the price territory of wave 1. All right, and together with the fib levels, we can determine how far we will go or how much we will retrace based on recognizing the wave pattern and measuring it. So I also placed here the most common fib levels for Elliot waves. So usually wave 1 retraces between the 50% and the 6180. And the wave 3 retraces between the 23 and the 38. Alright, so I can show you guys a few examples. Alright, so if you take the fib, the Elliot count tool. Alright, so we have a 1 wave. We go up for the 3, which is often the longest, but never the shortest. All right, and up for the 5th. All right, so we can use the fib retracement. Right, so if we say wave 2 usually retraces to the golden pocket. All right, and wave 3 we use this 100% as a target, and it usually retraces to 38, and the 5th up to this target. Alright, so the same, you do this the same, you use a fib retracement on top of this, right, depending on how long the first to the second is. So in this example, we put the fib extension, so you take from the bottom of the first up to the first, and you measure down the second wave. So we see here, we would say that we go to the 161, right, straight to the tick, right? So and the 5th will often retrace to 200. So when you put the fib retracement on top of the fib extension, we can get 2 targets, right? So we can make a hotbox where we would believe our 5th wave will end. Right? So you buy the first retracement at the golden pocket, and you target this place. All right, you can also target the 3rd wave. You can make a hotbox here if you want. You know, you can take some profits. All right, this is one way to do it. So let's take all this off, and we can make another example. All right, so let's see. So let's say we get a 1 wave up, the 2nd, and we are looking at our 3rd wave. Right? So if we believe now this is we have hit our target for the 3rd wave, and we are believing we will see a retracement, then we will take the fib level from the bottom of the 2nd wave up to the 3rd, and we will make a hotbox. All right, between. This is where we will look for our next buy-in. Alright, so we will then correct in ABC. Let's say something like this. Alright, so this will be the correction, and you leave your buy-ins at the 38. So if we'll make this into a long position, all right, so you can take, all right, you leave the stop straight on the 38, right? So you can make 1-2% stop loss, and you will target the fifth wave, right? So if you want to measure to find the fifth wave, we could say this is one potential target. All right. We can also use a fib retracement for this as well. All right. So if we have, when we are completing the corrective pattern, and we believe the bottom is in, we can make a retracement here, which is between the 6180 and the 78 will be the most common place for a fifth wave. All right. All right. So this is pretty short I drew, but you guys get the concept. All right. So this is how you measure it. All right. So let's make a few examples. So let's say we get a 5-wave pattern. All right. So now we believe a fifth wave structure is complete, and we were looking for our next buy-in. So our next buy-in would then be between the 50% and the golden pocket. All right, this place. So in this case, we will then anticipate ABC correction. We'll maybe move something like this. All right. And then you will leave your buy-ins between the 50%. You can, for example, do half of your capital at the 50% and the other half at the 6180, and you can have a stop loss right under the 65. Right? You can have, for example, the stop loss straight under the 65, right? Depending how much you want to risk, right? But there is no rule that says that you can't go as far as this, for example, right? As long as it stays internal, we can still get the move up, all right? But to make the trade more secure, or the risk to the reward ratio will be much better with a tight stop loss, all right? So let's say this will then become a one wave, all right? This whole structure will be then a new one wave. All right, and we were looking for our next third wave. So when this, for example, is finished, all right, this will be a one wave. So then we will do the same once again in a bigger scale, if you want to say it like this. All right, so then you would then put the same fib retracement. All right, so then you would target this place. All right, target the third wave. And then you can also put a fib retracement extension on this. You do the same. You target then the 161. All right. So then you will get something like this. All right. So then you see now at this example, we get two targets. All right. The two targets very close to each other. So then this would be the target for the third wave. Right. So you buy at the golden pocket. All right, and then we target the third wave. Take this off. And the same will also happen inside this third wave, right? In this third wave, you will still get this 5-wave pattern, all right? So when the first wave is completing, inside the third wave, you could do the same, right? You can measure to be certain, right? So if this will be the case, all right, you get the first wave, and you see most likely this is the end of the 5 waves, all right? So then you get a bigger hotbox, all right? So and you set an alarm on TradingView, so when you get closer, and you can watch the RSI at the same time, so you can know when to take your profit, all right? So for example, you can try to sell and buy back at the fourth wave. You measure the fourth wave at the 38th, and you target the fifth wave, right? And you do this over and over again, right? But we will have to not forget that the coins usually don't move like you're anticipating, right? So you use this and you do new counts all the time to find out where it moves, all right? And we get this ABCs, all right? So now it will be the exact same, all right? So now this is 1, 3, 4, 5, all right? So then you measure the same structure again, all right? So you're looking for your next buy-in between the 50% and the golden pocket, all right, guys? So then you will make another one wave. You're looking for your second, and then for your third, right? All right, so let's say this is the next case, right? So now we have moved, for example, 6 months, all right? 6 months ahead. All right, so let's say the 5 target is there, the 4th is somewhere around there. All right, so let's take this off. So inside here you also get another ABC. Get next, just making this real quick, all right? Another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another ABC down, and you get five more waves, right? So if this has gone for, say, 6 months, all right, and it's completing another big 5-wave structure, right? So now we have to correct this whole new pattern, right? So now we can say we are in a downtrend, all right? This is how a bear market starts, right? So then we will do the same. We'll go down in corrective, or say motive pattern, all right? So then we will correct in A, B, C's, all right? Let's make just an example. And then we continue down again in new 5 waves, right? And then we get up again for another A, B, C. Alright, and then we continue down again. A, B, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, alright? So that's how a market cycle works. Alright, I hope this helped, guys. And if you guys want me to show you how it looks on a real chart with real examples, give this video a thumbs up. And if you have any ideas for future videos, just leave it in the comments. Alright, we can go over how trading view works and how to use the tools and whatever. Just leave it in the comment. Alright, peace out.